Hello everyone, it is currently 5 in the morning. I got up at 4:45, which is actually later than I thought I was gonna get up, but not by a lot. I set my alarm at like 4:30. I have a midterm at 8 a.m. and this week was just incredibly busy, so I thought that I would vlog it because I think this serves as a good reminder. It's just like important to have a good balance, and that's something that I forget a lot. So like if I'm super busy with school, I always put everything else off until like I'm done with it, but that doesn't always really make sense for what I'm doing. It's been important for me to realize that like school is really not, it should not be the whole focus of your life, because even as a senior, like I should be like more focused on getting a job, but somehow my schoolwork always just like, it seems to always take priority in my head, but it doesn't always make sense that way. So I thought it'd be fun to vlog this. I have developed a ginormous pimple right here, but whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be a really busy day. I don't even know like what this vlog will turn out to be, but I thought it'd be interesting just to see someone else's like super busy day compared to what yours might look like. This is the current setup that I have going. Really like this monitor. It makes working a lot easier in my opinion, and it is 5:53. It's really annoying because on Tuesdays I always have to think about eating breakfast because I have class starting at 8 a.m. and then I always try to go to this Tuesday class that is the exact same class but a different section that I have on Wednesday, because it's an Excel class and I'm pretty bad at it, and so in order to like better prepare myself and set myself up for success, I asked the professor if I could sit in on her other classes, and she was like, yeah, that's really a good idea. So she said that this week's like lesson was pretty difficult, so I think I'm gonna do that after my midterm. It's gonna be a struggle, and I have like emails that I desperately need to send for interviews that I'm doing later. They're like informational interviews for a class assignment, but like I kind of overbooked myself, so I need to figure out how best to approach that. And then I have just other stuff which I will explain to you guys. This would sound like the most boring vlog ever, but people always tell me that they love watching these types of vlogs, so I'm just gonna not feel bad about talking about all the work that I have to do. It's always so sad when it looks this dark outside. I just opened my blinds because I kind of thought that there'd be like a little bit of sunlight because it's like 6 now, 6:20. Guess not. It's always so pretty and glowy in the morning at this hour. I'm walking because I left my bike at Jacob's and I'm really annoyed. I'm in a study room right now. There are glass windows that look into the study room. Here is the study room that I am in. So if you look in, I'm wholly just talking to myself, so I'm trying to hide my camera. But I just finished my midterm. It's 9 a.m. It took some people like 30 minutes because he only had 7 new questions that we've never seen before on a 50 question test. Like he straight up just showed us the midterm and then like gave us the answers. You know how some professors do that and it's like a practice midterm or the midterm from the year before and it's like a little bit different, like same concepts? No, it was like the exact same thing. So I didn't really know how to do some of the questions, but I got them right because I already had the answers. That was my test that I took as a senior in college. These were literally the questions on my test. Like I still cannot believe. I forgot to vlog. So it's now 2. This pimple is developing into a planet. This is a really good day to vlog. Now I'm doing readings for my next class. This is actually my favorite class. And I'm really sad because I think it ends today because it's like a 2-unit seminar. It's with the founder of Kinko's, Paul Orfila, and he is such a cool person. This is by far the coolest class that I've ever taken at USC. It's also in the university club. Maybe I'll show you guys like the actual building. It's like, it's so bougie. Like it's the bougiest class that I've ever had. It's a 3-hour lecture. He actually has like a learning disability. He has dyslexia, so he doesn't let you take notes. So you're just sitting there like super engaged the whole time. And they also serve us dinner. That's the class that I'm going to next. Every single time I go to that class, I'm like, oh, like this is gonna be a lot of energy. But every time I like walk away, I'm like, oh, that was such a great class. And then afterwards I have a group project meeting. But this week actually ended up being much less busy than I thought I would be because I thought I had a huge homework assignment due for the class that I just went to, like the 10 a.m. that I sat in on, but it's not due, so That's amazing. Anyways, I'm going to read these articles now. And then try to do some work for my group project. And I also should put some makeup on and change. That's the worst thing, is like I get ready for this 8 a.m. and then I get back at like 2. So like at 8 a.m. this is acceptable. But at 2 it's not. So yeah. Okay, so something that I wanted to show you guys, if you didn't know, literally all of my midterm that was this morning was like reading really long cases, and then now I'm reading more articles. And so a trick that you can do, it's not like amazing, but you can have your computer read to you. I'm reading this, and then on your keyboard you press Option Escape on Max.
And one of Mr. Trump's trade advisors, Peter Navarro, has spoken out in support of Whirlpool's long-running battles against its South Korean competitor.
And you can end it the same way. So I thought that was really cool. I think my sister is the first one who like showed me that function, but I just remembered it after I was like reading for hours. It's also something that I do if I just want to follow along with the reading. I'll set it so that the speech is like a little faster, because I feel I read kind of slow, so it forces me to read faster.
Design,
Oh my god. Okay, there's like no angle. The pimple is doing, oh my god, so badly. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Pooja.
So basically we were doing a group project here. It's pretty long, but this is our day.
Yay!
You've been working on this for like an hour longer than me.
We've been at this since 7 p.m. and now it's 11:35.
Yeah, and I had class until 8, so that's literally just what we've been doing. I think we're gonna get kicked out of here soon though.
Yeah, I think we close at 12, so.
I just got back. It is 12:15. All I wanted today, when I got back to my house, was sleepy time tea. We have a water dispenser that dispenses hot water. It's been looking empty for like a day now, but every single time I go to try to like see if I should change it or not, it still dispenses cold water, but like once it runs low, it stops dispensing hot water. And so I've probably drinking a half bottle of water just because it keeps like, it just keeps coming out, just trickling out. Good story of the day, but I'm going to try to attempt getting tea now. It looks completely empty. The vlog camera was a charm. Okay. That was my workout for the day. This is like weirdly entertaining to watch. Currently in bed, I made some sleepy time tea. I'm gonna wake up, work on that project, go to my class, the one that I actually went to today, and then I'm gonna go to yoga at 12:30 because it's the only time that I can fit it in tomorrow without having to wake up at 7 a.m. and I want to get at least like some sleep tonight because I also have to write a paper tomorrow. And then I'm gonna have to skip my next 2 classes, which I haven't skipped before because I'm driving to Santa Monica. So I don't, yeah. Timing is weird, but I think it'll be fine because like I checked the schedule and I know what we're doing, and I'm not going to be missing much. My parents are actually also in town for business first, and then it's parents weekend, and I am probably gonna text them to have dinner in like Santa Monica since I'll already be there, and then I will have to come back and do my paper. I think it's just people like these types of videos because they want to see like what I'm up to in college, and I think this is a pretty good representation. So I'll just vlog tomorrow because it'll also be like everything that I do will be because of schoolwork, so it's relevant to the title of whatever this video title is gonna be. Good morning, it is 9 o'clock. This is the status of my pimple. This is something that I've been eating lately, and I realized that I was having some every day, and I was like, maybe this is not the best. This Awake caffeinated chocolate, a whole bar equals 1 cup of coffee, which is kind of ridiculous because it's like 200 calories and like all the sugar that you're eating for the caffeine, but it just tastes really good to eat with your coffee. So I made some coffee and I'm just sitting here. It's really funny also because whenever I eat it, I literally sit here and just eat it and drink my coffee like a loser. I have class at 10. I'm making breakfast right now. I have an egg and a veggie breakfast patty. And then I'll probably talk to you guys after class. Okay guys, update. I went to yoga. Felt amazing to work out again, and then I had to like scurry to get ready, and my parents are actually here to drive me to this interview, which is nice because I would not have been ready, and I see them outside now, so I'm gonna go. Okay, talk to you guys then. Hello.
Hello, we're eating again.
We're with my parents now.
Hello.
They're my chauffeurs and my dinner buyers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the place that Tasha always goes to because of these garlic knots. Good morning. It is Thursday morning at 11 a.m. I have an assignment due at 12. I was on track to like turn it in on time, and then my computer froze. Luckily, I took a picture of it when I like kind of realized it was slowing down. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna save now and then take a picture to make sure that like I have some proof in case this fails and like freezes, but I'm sure it won't. And it did. So I emailed my professor, but I think I'm like going to go to his office hours right now and like tell him. We'll see what he says. I'm sure he'll understand because I have like pretty solid proof, but who knows. It is Sunday, 5:52, and I kind of stopped vlogging because I was in my super busy midterms week, but I stopped vlogging my super busy week because it was parents weekend, and so I was hanging out with my parents. It's now Sunday. They're back in San Diego because that's where they flew in from, so they needed to return their car. On Thursday, I had an assignment due. That was like my last assignment for the week. I woke up in the morning and I was ready to turn it in within 2 hours, and then all of a sudden my computer froze, and so I literally could not get my computer to work. I've had Mac products and they all die within like 4 or so years, and I've said this before on my channel, and I think it's because like my products die faster because I like put a lot of like stress on them just with editing like my videos. That's why I think mine don't last as long as others have told me that theirs last. So this is such a jumbled vlog. I was considering buying a new laptop just because it's like useful and worth it for me. My parents are in San Diego and they went to the military base, and they're like, oh, like let's see if they have computers, and so they got a discount on like a MacBook, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna get it. So they got a computer. So I think I'm going to drive down to San Diego to get this computer because they're leaving tomorrow evening, and Jacob offered to drive to San Diego with me. So I think we're gonna drive to San Diego. It is 6:11. The estimated time is 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Not that bad, not that bad.
So we should get there around 8 o'clock p.m.
Oh my god. Rosemary.
That's why you picked it
Oh, I
up.
smell that too.
Subconsciously.
We somehow ended up at this, it's not that
Inside.
fancy, but it's inside of a restaurant or a
it's inside
hotel. How's your rosemary?
I love rosemary. It's a recent thing that I just discovered. Or whatever advertisement. Usually I...
Beautiful.
I was upgraded.
Look at this touch screen.
Touchpad.
Oh.
Touch bar. Excuse me. That's touchpad.
Oh yeah, look at this trackpad.
Trackpad.
It's huge. Do you see that, Mom? Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, it's just like the iPhone. It's making you do like this
I
thing.
didn't know I had...
Crazy. Technology, yeah.
Incredible.
Hey guys, please note, I promise I do not wear this every single day. I only wear it in my room because my balance of like if I turn on the AC it gets too cold, and then if I turn on the fan it like tickles my neck when I'm working on my computer at my desk. So sometimes I have to put a sweater on, and then I just, okay. This vlog I am recording on Tuesday at 12:27 a.m. I actually had a different outro to this vlog as of yesterday, but I thought this was like kind of relevant. After parents weekend and my parents have just left, I was kind of like still a little bit behind on the things that I thought I was gonna get done earlier or that I needed to do. My computer actually crashed while I was doing one of my assignments, and I would have finished like within the next 2 hours of like working on it some more when it crashed on Thursday, but I actually talked to my professor and he was like, please take your time. Like, I know that it's parents weekend. He was so understanding. So I'm actually just finishing that up right now. But for the same class, I interviewed like 5 different people because it's an entrepreneurship class, and he wanted us to like interview people in the industry that we want to go in. I got a really solid list of contacts, like literal CEOs of good, respectable companies. And so as like a thank you, I'm writing handwritten notes. But this is why I started vlogging. I had these interviews last week. I realized for a lot of things, especially like nowadays when urgency is kind of important because we have technology and it's so easy to just send someone a text and they get it immediately. It's not like the olden days where, you know, like you didn't have a fast means of communication. Some of these things you have to do in a timely manner within like a week, or else it just becomes kind of like irrelevant or even weird to be sending it. So like, I'm sending these thank you letters. One of them is like a little bit late because I had it early on. This AC is not even on right now. So one of these I had a little early on. I really think that if I wait any longer, if I send this thank you note and they actually receive it and read it, it'll just be weird. They'll be like, wow, this person really held off on sending me this thank you note for so long. I don't even remember doing this. So I'm making it a priority to finish these by tonight so that I can send it off tomorrow, because I was like, oh, like I'll do it all today. And I did one today, but then I was like, well, if I do one, I might as well like finish writing the rest of them and send them all off at the same time. But then I was like, no, like if I finish one today, I need to send it off as soon as possible, because every day is becoming like another day that I just didn't do it. I learned that from my vlogs, because I always like film these vlogs. I film a ton, but sometimes I won't be able to edit them. And like last week when I had my super busy week, and I was like, okay, I'll edit this Tuesday morning after my midterm, and then I had to write an email to someone, and then I was like, okay, I'll do this Tuesday evening after all my classes, and then I ended up having a group project until like midnight, and it just like went on and on and on. It's kind of just the difference of just getting it done in the moment of like this night, like tonight. So like for example, it's 12:33 a.m. on Tuesday, and even though I have an 8 a.m. class, like sometimes I do prioritize sleep, and I do definitely like make sure to like prioritize my health. If this was last week, if I didn't get my vlog done tonight, or like these thank you cards done today, then I would just have put it off for like so much longer until an entire week passes by and I still hadn't posted that vlog. And at that point, like when I watch vlogs, I want them to be relevant, new, like within the recent week. And that's something that I've recently realized that I want in other people's vlogs, like when I'm watching vlogs. So like, why wouldn't other people want the same thing for me and my vlogs? People are continuously posting new content. Like no one wants to see this thing that happened like 3 weeks ago. And that's kind of an epiphany that I've had, that I've realized like lately-ish. And so with that realization, I've just learned that like sometimes if I want to do something, I just need to push through, no matter how much I want to sleep, or like how much I don't want to do it at that time, or how much I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. Like it really just needs to get done today and now. That has been a lot of learning lately, and this is now the end of my vlog. I was not expecting this vlog to cover such a long span of time, but I guess that really just goes to show that I did not edit this probably when I thought I was going to. Big question that I have, if you're still watching this, if you guys like or prefer just like one day vlogs where I just cover one day and like just decide early on in the day that I'm gonna vlog and then vlog for the rest of that day, or if you guys like weekly type vlogs or like spanning over a few days, because the only problem with like weekly vlogs is that I often like forget what I'm vlogging about, and so it seems like really disconnected and just like not very cohesive together. Let me know what you guys like prefer. If there's like a card where you can vote, I'm not actually sure if that's a function, but if that is a function, I'm gonna put it on the screen. If it's not, I'm not gonna put it on the screen. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.